As long as I can remember, I expected to be a country lawyer, which is what I did right out of law school. I was in private practice for a while. At that point, being a prosecutor was not something that appealed to me. And probably the part that I do is the only part that I have a real career interest in, and that's juvenile court. And that's the cases where the kids are the victims or the kids are the defendants. And when I was able to get into juvenile court, get an understanding of juvenile court, get an understanding of what juvenile court's potential could be, that's when I knew that that's where I wanted to stay with. It's caused me to study hard and learn an awful lot of things that I would have never learned before. Like trauma, trauma's impact. Trauma's impact on behavior, trauma's impact on communication.
Steve has to deal with, because of the court he works in, the majority of all of the sexual assault cases, which for anyone can be very stressful. Steve has been able to do this for so many years and still be able to give each and every case the utmost attention and detail, and able to connect with the victims. With all of his experience and unique things he uses, the horses, the animals, he can never retire because I would never be able to replace him.
My talents are that I can get kids to believe that they can do things that they don't think they can do, their parents don't think they can do, the rest of society doesn't think they can do. Juvenile court is always a place of potential. It's always a place of hope. When you see the horror in so many lives of kids, and you see the effect of being crushed, and then to be able to come out here on weekends and watching them change so much, so hard, so fast, that makes it possible to keep going to court every Monday. Today what we were doing was horse training, natural horsemanship, understanding the horse's mind. Other weekends what we've done is microbial farming, how composting works. Sometimes I'm doing those sessions, other times I might have a kid doing those sessions. All of the kids, even the littlest ones, quickly learn you come here to have an opportunity to improve the lives of other people. And no sticking out of tongues. None. I got kids here 15 years old that understand more about empathy and compassion and directed work to improve other people's lives than a lot of professionals in the field do.
But yeah, I just kind of help out with anything. And then I'm out here all Saturday, try to help out with as many of the kids as I can.
Increasing the corral space and other things that they do to support their function has a big impact for them and for the whole community.
We're from New York, you know. If you have to drive 500 miles to come and see what he's doing here, I'd say drive the 500 miles or whatever it is.
Just to see them connect and the change in the people, that how the horses can help heal.
Over the years, I've been so full of gratitude for all that Mill Swamp has done for me and the generosity of Steve and his loving kindness. And a lot of people that find their way here also come from a trauma background. Just the focus that he has on trying to help children as well as adults.
Holly, tell them what kind of horse this is.
Steve teaches Holly. His patience is amazing. And then just from listening on his rides, going out, what he talks about and what he says, you don't realize how much you're learning.
When it was obvious, or so it appeared, that Lincoln could not be reelected, August of '64, people came to him and said, you got to step aside, we've got to have another nominee. And he said, no, I shall see it to the end, or I shall be consumed first. For the longest time, my feeling was that my job was going to consume me. I was going to see it to the end, but it was going to consume me. That's not true anymore. It doesn't consume me. When you improve the lives of other people, that's the only thing that can make your life happier.
There was a lot of people that needed help, and they could be helped. And then when he got in a position at the courthouse that, he could help, but I think the way he was raised had a lot to do with what he's doing right now. My wife always said I'm his father.
We actually met when we were freshmen. I remember that he was playing music and fell in love immediately. Within a few weeks, he said he was going to marry me, and that's what happened. I retired after 30 years in state government as the section chief for the child support section.
Of all the different considerations, of all the complications, Beth has always been supportive of what was going on.
I was grown and moved out of the house by the time that my family adopted Ashley. I was 4 when we adopted Trish, so I actually have literally no true memory of anything before
Without
Trish.
me.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It was always the two of us together. We were always with Dad. So hunting, music, we had lots of dogs.
I used to carry around a Farm Fresh bag when I was in foster care, and he would always tell me, no more Farm Fresh bags. No, you don't have to go anywhere. This is your home.
I cried my eyeballs out when he said, you can change your name to Edwards. I was like, really? I got the name change, and then for Christmas that year, I got my adoption paperwork framed. So it was final. Beth was my mama, and Steve was my daddy.
We come here to the tellers when the weather's cold. When the weather warms up, we play outside at the horse lot every Tuesday night. Kids learn how to play a range of different instruments, a range of older American songs, a few modern ones, a few that I write. And to get the sound right, it has to be a team. For a lot of kids, this is the first thing that they have ever done that's required absolute cooperation, absolutely paying attention to everything else going on around you.
He is the most fair, understanding, and it's that brilliancy that he has, that connection that he gets and forms with animals and children.
A shy kid, maybe a kid that doesn't have a whole lot of confidence, stage presence is very important. And real applause instead of polite, nice try kind of applause, that's an important thing for a kid to earn too. Stage presence is something that no one has ever regretted having.
All right, play it now.
The College of William & Mary did me the great favor of putting me in the same small suite area of dorms with Steve. My room was next door to his. And so we spent a tremendous amount of time together as freshmen in college. I think Steve is an example of a person who knew what his North Star was and kept an eye on it. He knew from when I first met him, I think we were 18, I might have been 17 at the time. He knew that he wanted to be useful to other people. He wanted to help other people, especially those who needed protecting, who needed lifting up. The downtrodden, the excluded, the bullied. That was always something he cared a lot about. I think that's the recipe for a successful life. Congratulations, you have shown us what a life of value looks like. I'm proud to have been your friend.
Smithfield, as well as Isle of Wight, is privileged to have you as part of this community and doing the work that you do. Congratulations.
Steve, congratulations. They couldn't have found anyone better.
Congratulations, Steve, for getting this award. You deserve it. You're probably one of my favorite people on the planet, so congratulations.
It's amazing what you do. Congratulations.
We love you. Thank you for all that you are doing and will continue to do.
I know you work hard, and just keep up the good work for the next 20, 30 years.
It's been some kind of a ride for the last 40 years, and I can't wait to see what the future will hold.
Everything that you've built around you, to be able to be that role model for not just those who share your last name, but for countless other people.
When I think about what a good human is, you're the first person that pops in my mind. So I just want to tell you that I love you and I am proud to be your daughter, and I'm proud of you for this recognition that you so richly deserve.
The selflessness that you show constantly in your life, you will forever be my idol, the person that I look up to. I want to be you when I grow up. I love you, Daddy.